Welcome back to Let's Talk Foster Care. Today we're meeting with one of our assessors, Lexi Price, and I'm just really looking forward to her getting to share with you more of what she does. The home assessment process can be a scary thing for some families, so just helping to ease some of those fears and speak into it, as well as just share a bit more of how she got into the world of foster care in the first place. So, welcome, Lexi.
Thank you for having me, Katie.
You're welcome.
I'm so excited.
So to start off, why don't you just tell us a bit more about yourself and how you landed here?
I started with the agency actually when I was an undergrad at Malone University. I was an intern, and the application process to become an intern is apparently really hard when you have plans to go to grad school right afterwards. So when I was applying to all these agencies, I would let them know, I'm a senior at Malone University, I'm in the social work program, I'm looking for an internship. My plans after graduation include going to grad school. And a lot of agencies wanted to be able to hire their intern right out of college, like undergrad. And I wasn't that kind of person for them. So I got a lot of no's. And I think it was coming down to the last week that we had before we needed to have a placement secured, or I would need to repeat the semester and not graduate on time. And, a lot of fears that no 22-year-old want to hear when you're so close to graduating. And my professor actually is a foster parent herself, and her kiddos went to Encompass Counseling. And that's how she knew of the agency. She contacted the then director to kind of see, is this going to be an option? Like, can we have her join your program? And then I got connected, and here I am. And I was not expecting to land in foster care. I had really no idea what I wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted to help people, and I love getting to walk alongside people and hear their stories. I love writing out people's stories. So it ended up working out really, really well for me to become an assessor.
So very cool. Good to hear all of how that all connected. And then you mentioned that you weren't necessarily thinking of foster care. So starting the internship, tell us how you got from, I'll feel this out, to, I'm going to sign on full-time after grad school and be an assessor.
So when I guess I should clarify too, when I went into any kind of internship program, I didn't really have the mindset I guess I'll do it. It was really more so of, okay, Lord, what do you have for me? My hands are wide open. I really had no inkling on what I wanted to do. So I was really excited to literally get any opportunity, and the fact that an agency finally said yes. I was like, praise the Lord. I was really excited, and I loved my professor that year too. She's so awesome. And I love that she had a connection. So then I felt like, okay, this is really going to be a really great placement for me, because not only do I have my professors support as a student, but now I have this agency that obviously means so much to my professor. And getting to work alongside this within this agency. In my internship, I more so did a lot of coordinating things and then a lot of background things. So at no point in my undergraduate internship did I do anything with assessing. I had talked with Jody. I knew who she was. She was so sweet. I loved meeting her for the first time. And I remember towards the end of my internship for my undergraduate degree, the director asked me if I wanted to start doing assessing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I get to be a Jody 2.0. I would love that. I love Jody. And then Jody was so sweet, and she was so kind, and she was so very adamant that no, Lexi, you are going to be Lexi 1.0. You do not need to be a Jody 2.0. So I think that those kinds of relationships where you get welcomed so immediately, and then you have people who see something in you and are willing to kind of take that chance of, she's moving 2 hours away to live in a totally different city that we don't have a branch yet. And the idea of that they would take that risk for me just meant a lot, because I had almost nothing to lose, because I didn't have a job yet, and yes, it would be so sad if Encouraged/CCHO didn't take a chance on me, but to them, I think they had the most to lose, because like they took a chance on me really, because I was only an intern. I was moving away.
Yeah.
They didn't really like get to see me work because I was shadowing a lot, and then I did like background stuff. So the fact that they had so much faith in me really meant the world to me. And then throughout my internships and getting to know like my fellow staff employees and getting to see the heart behind everything, I think that was really, really cool for me.
Yeah.
And then there were some like mix-ups that had happened while I was living in Columbus, and I had like different things that were totally on like my own plan for myself, which like I think that happens to everyone. We all think, oh, this is gonna be perfect, this is gonna work out this way, then the Lord is like it's like, and that was one of those instances for me, and I remember really struggling with that. And our directors Jesse and Heather, I remember we had a Teams meeting where they had just like talked to me, wanting to get to know like how can we better support you, like you're so far away, we want to be able to connect with you. And I just remember crying really hard in that meeting because they had seen me, and they like we were so far away, yet they wanted to know me. They wanted to be able to help support me in the best ways that they could.
Yeah.
They brainstormed so much with me. And I think that's kind of the point where I was like, this is it. Like, I'm committed, and I will do whatever I can to stay with this agency, because not only did I get to see how much we love our families and our kiddos, I got to see how much our like higher ups and how much our staff care for each other.
That's amazing. I love that.